What is up, you guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix to talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. Okay, guys, so many people wonder why many animators in Japan commit suicide and why the working environments of animators in Japan are so rough, you know? We once learned about how much some animators were making when we found out that Netflix was paying Studio Mappa bottom freaking rates, you know? But how exactly does the industry work? I mean, seriously, like, how does all of this work? The popularity of anime is at an all-time high. We are talking about an industry that grew from $10 billion during 2010 to over $25 billion in 2021, just last year of the time of this video, right? And yet animators are still jumping out of the window to meet their end, right? American animators' salary on average are about $50,000 to $60,000. So it's a pretty nice salary if you work as an animator in America, you know, making ugly cartoons like, gee, I don't know, Big Mouth on Netflix. In Japan, the average animator salary is about $1,000 per month, barely making it through, you know. It's actually very depressing, you know, just reading about it. And I have found some answers to this question, and it has to do with what they call an anime production committee, right? An anime production committee sounds very fancy, but it's actually a lot simpler than you think, okay? So you see, while anime is cheaper to make than American cartoons, it is still kind of expensive, you know, when you add everything up, because when you pay for everything else from the voice actors to the sound effects to the, you know, to everything else that is covered, it's pretty pricey. It can be pretty pricey. So who is paying the anime studios? You know, who in the world is paying anime studios? Where does the money come from? Okay, well, you are about to find out. So if you're ready, let's get started.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
So what is a production committee? Exactly what is it? So to put it simply, it's basically the association of various companies coming together to fund, produce, and merchandise products, you know? Imagine a group of people from different companies like Sony, Kadokawa, Shueisha, I don't know, Shonen, whatever. They all gather to decide what toys will be made, as well as video games and anime series, right? So they will actually approach an anime studio and ask them to produce an anime, right? And the production committee is the current dominant force of anime funding since the 1990s. Now, back in the 1990s, the way that anime was produced was through sponsorships, or so they say, back in the 80s and 70s. So the whole production committee, I guess, according to research and according to Japanese history, it really started in the 90s, and then it took up from there. Okay? One major problem is that anime studios are not part of the production committee.
What? What the fuck?
Most of the time, anime studios are subcontractors in this business. So yeah, you can already get a sense of like a little shadiness here, right?
Right.
Well, let's continue. It says record companies, book publishers are huge sponsors in the anime industry because, you know, anime opening themes become very popular. There isn't an anime fan who does not know the first Pokemon theme song that came out in the 2000s. One of the reasons why publishers play a big part in the industry is because of all the side stories, you know? I mean, take a look at how many light novels Naruto had after the anime ended. Also, publishers are important because manga sells like hotcakes all over the world. Now, moving on. How does a production committee work, right? How does it work exactly? So the easiest way to picture a production committee is to see it as a bunch of companies pulling together their interests and money and investing them into an intellectual property. So let's say, I don't know, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, One Piece, something of that nature. Demon Slayer recently, right? Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's just say that means the business is project centered and not studio or creator centered. You see what I mean? A little bit shady, right? So the business is centered around products, around projects and products. Not the studio, not the creators. All of those got nothing to do with it. Again, remember when I said this, the anime studios, they are contractors here. They're subcontractors here. So keep that in mind, right? In theory, this works for the interest of all parties. Sharing the investment means sharing the profits, but also the losses. In other words, it's a rather conservative business practice made to avoid losses. And in an industry where, 90% of series aren't profitable, it's the most sensible strategy. So I guess they figure since most shows are bound to fail, I guess we might as well take as much as we can and only share the profits with the winning anime series like Naruto or Dragon Ball. There is something about the production committee that just does not sit right with many people. Something that they will do is that they will choose one of the committee members who will often be appointed secretary of the association and take most decisions, right? Not only is this incredibly shady and unfair for the investors themselves, but the consequences is that the creators are systematically excluded from the decision-making process, even if they are part of the committee. Okay? Remember that anime studios are not part of the committee, so you can already imagine how frustrating this can be. So, now, why have a production committee at all? I mean, seriously, why? Well, why even bother making an anime if most animes do not make money? The reason is because anime is not the end product. I repeat, anime is not the end product.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anime is to support the product that is being sold to you. And that product is manga, right? Anime promotes the manga. When an anime is released, the manga starts to sell like hotcakes, and that is a fact. Demon Slayer was a good example during the 2020 pandemic. Also, the other products that they sell through anime is toys, of course. There are many weebs out there that pay $300 for an anime figure, and I'm actually friends with one. I have a friend that spends hundreds of dollars on anime figures because of reasons. Yeah. Let's not forget music. Don't act like you don't sing that Sailor Moon opening decades later after its release. Okay? Okay? Not only do the music sell, not only are they trying to sell you the music, but they also sell events. Remember that in this production committee, many companies pitch in to promote their own stuff, like Sony promoting their own artists. Okay? Did you like that Demon Slayer opening by Lisa? Well, guess what? She's going to have a concert in New York City soon. I'm just kidding. But you get the point. Anime is free in a sense. It is their gateway to find new buyers for toys, music, events, video games, and well, you get the point. Okay, so how do anime studios make their money then? I mean, if most of the money goes to the committee, then how do anime studios make their money? The way the anime studios make their money is quite simple. They get paid by the production committee to make a season of the anime. On average, one season could cost $5 million, and that money has to be stretched out to animators, to voice actors, to the sound effect team, and well, you get the point. Okay, anime studios also make money by licensing their shows to video streaming services like Amazon, like Tubi, and other distributors, right? Out of many anime studios in Japan, about 40% of them are operating at a loss, meaning they are not making money. They're not making their money back and have to file bankruptcy. I mean, 40%, man, that is huge. Okay, also many people don't know this by some companies. Some companies like to interfere with the content of the work, making it difficult to create unique products, you know? Also, no matter how profitable an anime is, many studios do not get any of the profits generated from other source of income. So, yeah, it is kind of depressing, you know. Animation studios need to find other streams of income so that they won't have to depend on the production committees so much. You know, other streams of income such as starting their own animation schools or selling products to fans of that anime. Another sad thing about the anime industry is that despite of the low income, there isn't a shortage of young people begging to work at an anime studio, and that is a fact, you know. That is why these companies take advantage of animators' love of anime. You know, it's similar to the travel industry with airplane pilots that make as much money as someone working at McDonald's. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Hopefully I was able to help you understand the anime industry a little deeper. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to comment below, and tell me what you think. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for future notifications. Everybody, thank you for watching. This is your boy, and the Matrix. Godspeed.